House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tonight urging House lawmakers to join her effort to shut down the president's national emergency declaration. She's expected to get the measure to a vote tomorrow. So let's bring in California Republican Devin Nunes, ranking member of the House Intel Committee, for his take. Great to have you with us tonight, sir. What do you make of this vote tomorrow?
I don't think I make much of it. This is just more politics. It's going to be interesting to see if the Democrats actually put the votes on the board. I have a funny feeling that they won't get all of the Democrats to vote for it. There'll be a lot who actually do want border security in this country, and you'll get virtually no Republicans.
All right, I want to play a little something from Congressman Gregory Meeks, one of your Democratic colleagues. He says that Democrats have to rein in the president because he's gone completely out of control. Here's what he says.
The American people understand that we have a president that is continually trying to divert from around the Constitution, and, you know, as his friends Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin, that he wants to be, he does not want to follow democracy.
Congressman, your response?
Well, if you go back in time, the facts are that the Obama administration was the one that were very close to Putin. If you remember back during the election, Mitt Romney, the Republican nominee, was talking about Russia being a big problem. Obama actually said publicly that the 1980s called and wanted their foreign policy back. So, I mean, look, it's normally whatever they accuse you of doing. This is actually, you know, they're the ones that actually supported Putin, not the Republicans.
And obviously this week, there have been a lot of headlines with your name woven in as former and fired FBI official Andrew McCabe is out supporting a new book and trying to sell it. I want to read a little bit of what he said in his book and give you a chance to explain. He talks about having a meeting with the so-called Gang of Eight, which would have included you at the time, to tell lawmakers about the plan to, or that they had opened this counterintelligence investigation related to the president. He says Nunes was suspected of having surreptitiously been given intelligence by presidential aides during a nighttime rendezvous at the House, information that was then publicized. He talked about he and Rod Rosenstein having a conversation about the fact that you were in the meeting. He says Rod Rosenstein came over and talked to you, came back to him, and then said he's not leaving. What can you tell us about that meeting? I know it's classified, but what's your response?
Well, that's the first thing I would say is that any conversations that happened in that meeting are classified. And so if those conversations did occur, then the Department of Justice should bring charges against Mr. McCabe. I would also add that McCabe is a guy who's been a proven liar over time. There's no question that what he has in the book is total fake news. It's been disproven time and time again. So not only does he have a book that's actually libeling me and slandering me, it's actually a book that's not even true. And so, you know, you take stuff from fake news, you know, this whole idea that I had went to the White House to do something in the middle of the night. It was bogus all the time. The mainstream media can say it as many times as they want, but the fact of the matter is it never happened. So we're going to continue to fight this out in the public. We'll continue to get the truth out. And if we have to, we'll take it to the courts.
And quickly, do you think he'll face any legal repercussions? Because nearly everyone that's gotten caught up in the Mueller investigation that's faced trouble, it's been for lying to investigators or lying to authorities. You're saying that's what he's doing now.
Yeah, so I mean, he should. I mean, we already know from the Inspector General's report that he had lied. Clearly
candor.
Now, if he's well, okay, I'm not gonna get over the nuance of that. But the bottom line is that even from his book, if this book is true, he should be prosecuted on that, leaking information from the Gang of Eight, and also obstructing a congressional investigation by trying to keep me and others from receiving information. And how much additional information did we not get that we should have gotten at the time? My guess is a whole bunch, because remember, and I'll just make this final point, we still don't have the scope memo of the Mueller investigation, meaning that we don't know what Mueller's actually looking at. My guess is it's the dossier that was paid for by the Democrats that came directly from the Russian government.
Yeah. Congressman, thank you very much for your time tonight. We understand there's no mention of the dossier in the McCabe book. We'll see you soon.